Check out that sunset. It's freaking unreal. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Andrew, and I know it's been some time since I have uploaded a video, but I'm out here on my family's 40-acre farm, checking on our cattle, on my way to a new drone job, and I just thought this would be the perfect time since I'm by myself and kind of have my own space that I can make you guys a couple videos coming up shortly. So if you stick around, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of an overview of our small little cattle operation we have out here, some of the stuff we're working on and need to work on, as well as give you a little bit of an update about my drone business, where I'm headed with that, and some of the new opportunities that are arising as I keep moving forward with that business, as well as some other things that I'll be doing when 2026 comes around. And it's going to be some exciting times, exciting news. Stick around. I'll show you what's going on. They are just bugging me to get something in their belly. It's so brown here. Texas is basically seeing drought conditions worsen going into fall and winter, which is not good. We recently picked up this feller here, Gus, and he is our bull for our next run of breeding. All these lovely Herefords. We got a couple black baldies in here as well. And he's limping now that I'm noticing that. It's a little strange. I have to check on that later. But he's a little shy of me, so not sure how close he'll let me get. But yeah, real quick, we're just going to give these guys a quick look, see how they're doing. They're chomping through hay like literal animals. And we're going to have to figure out if we're going to have to keep supplementing or probably increase our frequency of hay coming through. But overall, they're really well fed. And after this grass got brown, you start to see them they start to lose a little bit of their fat that they have kind of around their hips and their bellies. So we need to fill that back up, especially we're trying to get them bred. So we need to have them full and healthy to proceed with carrying some babies for us. Hello. They're just so curious. And this one's our favorite. This is Patches. She's got some beady eyes. She's a little mean too. But she's cute. She's probably my favorite. But yeah, just checking them out. Seeing how they're filled out, how they're doing. All right. Y'all hungry? All right, so right here, got the bucket. And we're just going to fill this puppy up for them. That right there. And then we've got some of this sweeter stuff that we're going to be handing out to them as well, just to keep them on their toes as they fatten up, get ready to carry and milk some babies. That, a little bit in there, and a little bit in here. Oh, I missed a bunch. That's not good. It's all right. We all make mistakes. Stick that back in there. And pick up this mess that I just made. All right, here we are. These are our youngest over here, these four. They like to hang out together and get some of this food. Here comes Red. Yeah, just push him out the way, huh? Here comes Shiner, some of our oldest. They're doing all right there. And then we've got these guys doing good over here. Again, some of our older ones are over here. Bully, he needs to get out of here. Yeah, that's right. They kind of push him around because he's about half the age of some of these girls that we've got. So he's struggling to get in there. So we'll see how this turns out. They just keep pushing him out. He's nothing. So with that, just our quick little supplemental meal setup for these guys. It's literally just protein cubes and then got some other Purina feed in there. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is all made up of, but it has a little bit more ground up corn in it, things like that. About to get some more hay out here for these guys. Gonna have to start bumping those numbers up on hay since it's getting so dry. But yeah, with that, they're pretty healthy. I think they're gonna do all right going into the rest of winter. All right, so now that I've got that out of the way, I can finally tell you guys exactly what I've got going on in the next couple of days. So I'm really just out here for the evening. I'm gonna stay the night, and it's about halfway to my job that I have tomorrow out towards the west side of Houston. It's going to be a quick mapping mission and also some marketing images for one of my first clients that I secured. This client is engaged in active or artificial intelligence on asset management and kind of just actively looking at the pavement, rooftops, HVAC units, the sides of the buildings and everything. And kind of all I'm doing is I capture that data for them and I send it to them, and they use it for their general purposes for whoever their customer is. But it's going to be a really good job, and I think I'm going to definitely capture some video of me doing that tomorrow. So that'll be the second video to be uploaded after this one. So what else is going on with my drone business? I'm currently working in real estate quite a bit. When I don't have much of the mapping and photogrammetry going on, I use my drones for real estate capture, and that can be anything real estate related. It can be commercial, industrial, residential. A lot of it is now becoming interior photography for listings, so I'm starting to kind of expand my business into that particular skill set, which is going to be interesting, and I think will honestly provide more opportunities to grow my business going forward. So the next opportunity that will be using all of that is a interior inspection, I guess, for some sort of asset management company as well. Going to be going through very large commercial buildings so that they can create virtual walkthroughs of the entire building, and as well as do some of the other inspection, AI generated, resolutions for rooftops and pavement of their sites as well. So basically, it's the same thing I'm doing tomorrow, plus doing the interior side as well. So with that, I'm feeling very happy that I'm going to have more reoccurring work coming my way so that I can grow my business, and hopefully within the next year I want to form some sort of a team, some sort of packages, and really expand the skills that my business possesses and offers to businesses in these spaces. And then finally, the next portion going into 2026 is going to be my role. I'm going to be teaching at a college that is local to where I live. In my very first video, I mentioned that I am an economist by education, and the school, the faculty at this school vetted for me and decided that I would be a good fit to instruct some of their economics courses. So with the drone business going on, I'm also going to be venturing back into my roots, my prior work, and teach economics, and honestly just fill in the gaps, make more money. And that's really what I'm excited for, is to have a steady income as I'm growing this business, and the income is just not as steady. It's up and down. It can be here, there, sort of thing. And with that role, I'm going to be bringing in a paycheck every other week, but also still not working full time and having the time to do things I enjoy, like come out here and feed the cattle, check on the cattle, work on things on the farm, on the ranch, and things I genuinely enjoy and things that I value, and that provide value back to me in the future, not providing value just to the man up top of any company or wherever you're working. And yeah, that was a mouthful. But that's basically what's going on. And I think after I wrap up watching these guys, they're still not done. They're just getting their water, filling up on everything else. They're still over there licking every bit out of that trough. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on the four-wheeler. I'm gonna make some rounds. It looks like they took a mineral bucket and rolled it down the hill, so I'm gonna have to go pick that up and bring that back over here. And just hope you guys stay tuned as I continue making this content. I know a lot of people have been questioning or leaving questions about my drone work and what processes I'm using and what softwares and all that. And as I continue making this content, I'm going to get better and better at addressing these things and offering more value to you guys that are taking the time to watch my videos. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. This is like a 2010 Polaris Sportsman 300 that we recently resurrected from the grave. Let's listen to it. All right. And while that guy's warming up, I'm gonna run inside, change my clothes, so that when I'm back there, nothing pokes me or scratches me or makes me itch. All right, so right here, this is an old hunting blind a good family friend gave to us, and as you can see, it's not in the greatest of condition, but it is usable, and thinking about doing some renovating to it. So came along. Let me set this guy up here. No telling if something's been living in this thing or not, but we're thinking about taking it, and we're gonna get y'all out of the sun there, that's for sure. It's falling over on its door. That's good. But we're gonna take it and we're gonna measure it from end to end and end to end, and we're gonna end up elevating it off the ground with some sort of tower structure, and then adding some stairs to it as well. And then on the inside, man, we just throw like some crappy office chairs in there and call it a day. But those office chairs are just heavy and a mess, so we're just gonna replace it with some good chairs for camping. Probably elevate the floor a little bit so you get a good view in those chairs out of the windows. And then one thing with these metal, I guess, and one thing with these metal deer blinds is they make a lot of racket, like when your guns and stuff are bouncing. And what we're going to end up doing with this guy after we elevate the flooring and do all that, add the chairs, we're going to get some sort of foam or rubber material and put on the edges of these windows. That'll help just keep them sealed when we're not using it, but also when you have your barrels or your stocks going up onto those edges, you're not going to be hitting the metal and creating a bunch of noise. It's very inconvenient when you're out here really early getting set up and all you hear is noise. So maybe we'll add some foam even on the corners on the inside and just some soft spots so that when we're in there moving around, we're not just banging this metal. You can see it's just, you know, it's just bolted on there. So yeah, let's measure this thing and then let's try to stand it up maybe. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand it up on myself. But we'll see. All right. Get down there. And that's not exactly the edge, so, but maybe that's the only part that will actually need to be on the deal. So, considering this guy is changed, let's see here. This is going to get me under there again. This is showing me roughly 47 and a half inches. Yeah, 47 and a half. I'd say 48. When we rebuild it, let's see here on this edge, along here. Yeah, we're looking at 47 on this one. That's just from the edge of the wood to the edge of the wood. So, might need to take some more measurements here. Let's try in the middle. Maybe that'll give us a good, yeah, that's saying 47. So, okay, I'm expecting this wood structure to be 47 by 47. So, as you can imagine, we'll just have some angle iron, welded together to fit the square. And then from there, just create the 4 legs, come down from each corner, tie those together with some cross members. Last but not least, add some, I guess, some of that steel wire that comes off and holds it into place whenever it gets really windy, so we're not going to have to deal with this issue all the time. Another thing is we think the cows come up here and really bump on it, and I imagine those big galoots could definitely knock this thing over. I want to try to see if I can flip this guy over. Hello? All right. Oh, man. That's a big sucker. We're not lifting that thing. Well, at least I got the measurements. I think the next time I'm down, I'll get the tractor out here and flip them up. All right, y'all. That's going to wrap it up for today. Until tomorrow, when I'm at my drone job and get some more footage of that and hopefully answer a lot of your questions that you've had regarding the drone business and how I'm doing that. but also in general, just having a side hustle, being the boss, and figuring things out as you go. I hope y'all enjoyed the video of me out on the property today. Just had to do a quick run around and make sure nothing is completely out of whack. You know, nothing's perfect, but as long as it's not out of whack, it's good. And yeah, hopefully I get that tower built on that hunting blind. That'll be a really cool project to share with you guys. And honestly, just excited to get my drone business moving in the right direction and just keep showing you guys that content as it comes out, because that stuff is so fun. You know, it's a little risky, but that's what makes it fun, right? So until the next one, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, leave comments. What do you want to see?